It's a beautiful day in the Sierra, just a very little breeze, but we are starting to get some thunderstorms building. Starting to see a few clouds. Yeah, there's kind of a big one there. I'm doing a time lapse right now, so I'm hoping that this will turn out. I'm hoping I also get off of the trail before we get any rain up here. So, although the forecast did say that there was not going to be any rain, so we'll see. Left here. Everything's drying up, including the flowers. What a bummer. I'm a little late here. This is about 1,000 feet lower in elevation, at least, than where I was a few weeks ago with all the wildflowers. I'll have to remember to get here earlier next year. There are some very cool rocks here. Huge boulders. So I don't know about you, but the trail seems kind of obvious. But I guess I want to make sure you don't miss it. Maybe because you'll be distracted by that big rock. Because that is very cool. It's huge. Kind of hard to tell on the GoPro how big it is. But I'll take a walk up there and I'll show you just how ginormous it really is. I'll go stand up next to it. Alright, so hopefully you can see the scale, because I'm like 5'7", well, almost 5'7", and it's well above my head, so it's pretty good size. Huge. And a big dead tree. I don't want to be around when that falls. trail goes this way. Lots of deadfall up on this hike. Trail reroute. So when you come up here, make sure you are watching for the trail, especially for those areas that are rerouted. Because that fell. Gotta say, it is quite warm. I think it was 63 degrees when I got out of my car this morning, and that was like at 7. Let's see, which way do I go? They both look like a good trail. I think I'm gonna go this way. Mosquito shirt on, and I swear I'm standing here and they're not even bugging me. So apparently these things really work, except for my legs. My legs are like getting chewed up, but I'd rather have that than my face, because that was getting really annoying. So apparently these things really work. I'm sold. I guess it was worth the money. Note to self, I might buy more, maybe some pants. If you do this trail, I would recommend that you do a couple things. One, make sure you're on trail. I've noticed that there are quite a few down trees, and they are covering the trail, so it is very difficult at points to follow the trail. And I did point a few people on the right direction, so I would highly recommend that if you are not real sure, to stop, look, and make sure you're on trail, because it's very easy to get misdirected up here. There's a lot of granite, a lot of rock, and so look for the little rock cairns that you'll see all over the place. I know some people don't like them, but I find that they're very helpful in making sure you're right on the trail. Another thing I would say is bring mosquito repellent or wear one of these shirts. I was getting eaten alive, and I put this shirt on, and it was like they were gone as soon as I put the shirt on. So thumbs up to the shirts. This is a Bugs Away, I think they call it, and highly recommend them. So I don't have to wear mosquito repellent, because I hate that stuff. I hate DEET. I almost forgot. I have another tip for you. So these are called gaiters, and if you notice, they attach at the bottom. See, they have a little Velcro. Actually, these shoes are awesome because this little tab has Velcro on it, and my gaiters have Velcro as well, and so they attach down here. But basically what they do, sorry, there's a fly on me, they keep dirt and rocks and things from getting into your shoes. And if you'll notice around here, they also have a little tab here, so they hook on. So yes, my legs are really grubby right now, sorry. But they're very, very cool, and they come in all sorts of colors, and you can actually pull them up and hide some of the dirt. And you can get them to match your shoes. I like these because they're psychedelic. I also have a pair that have the Milky Way on them. And this is my view while I'm sitting here waiting for the time lapse to run. So pretty freaking awesome, huh? There are some ducks that are like floating around out there somewhere on the lake. And oh, they're gonna come into view here. They're just past this big rock right here. I don't know if you can see them way out there, but there's a mama and a whole bunch of babies. They're very tiny. They look like they might be mergansers, maybe? Or maybe buffleheads, I don't know. They're pretty far out there, I can't tell. But what a beautiful day. Great reflections on the lake. Kind of crowded over to the left of me. But I am really enjoying myself up here today. I hope you are too. Oh, and get yourself some gaiters. They're awesome. These are called Dirty Girl gaiters. There's a plug for them. I have a couple of pair, and I use them every time I hike. Boys wear them too, or men, if you don't like to be called boys. The trail is really nice though, and these lakes are beautiful. This one you will see I'm doing the time lapse, and then I will also show you quite a bit of video on the way up here. So I hope you can try doing this trail, and if you can't, I hope you enjoy this video. This is the second time I've done this hike, and it is really, really gorgeous. If you'd like